Chosen one, these words are specially for you. A message woven into the very fabric of your daughter's destiny. Tomorrow is not simply another day on the calendar. It's the turning of a profound page, a chapter heaven itself has already penned with meticulous care. Perhaps you haven't fully grasped it yet, but deep within, your heart has been quietly anticipating this precise, pivotal moment. This isn't mere coincidence or happenstance. It's a divinely orchestrated event, a symphony conducted by a higher power. As the sacred words of Jeremiah 29 verse 11 resonate. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Right now, a sacred aura envelopes your daughter, a tangible sense of the holy. A celestial appointment is on the verge of erupting into her life, a moment as striking and transformative as lightning splitting the night sky. It's not merely about the events of tomorrow, but about the remarkable woman she is in the process of becoming, the powerful force she is destined to be. She is, in essence, a key that unlocks doors, setting in motion what must inevitably unfold. The heavens themselves have declared this to be her time, her moment to shine. And because her spirit is inextricably bound to yours, through shared calling, a lineage of unwavering obedience, your own life path is undergoing a profound shift as well. This isn't a cause for trepidation, but an invitation to deepen your faith. Embrace the truth of Romans 8 verse 18. The sufferings of this present time are not worth comparing with the glory that is to be revealed in us. What is about to manifest is grander, more magnificent than anything you could have imagined possible. Soon, you will witness the unfolding of a destiny that was always written in the stars. Stay present with this message, absorbing every word, every nuance until the very end. Even now, in the unseen realm, something extraordinary is stirring, a prelude to the miracle about to unfold. As you listen, allow your heart to soar, to rise above any doubt or fear. Then, with unyielding conviction, share your most heartfelt wish in the comments, accompanied by the number 99, a symbol of completion and divine perfection. This is a potent moment of manifestation, a time to call forth the power of the universe. And when you boldly and lovingly declare your prayer, you unleash the very energy of heaven itself, paving the way for blessings beyond measure. Remember the timeless wisdom of Job 22 verse 28. You will also decree a thing, and it will be established for you, and light will shine on your ways. This is the genesis of a wave of answered prayers, a torrent of blessings cascading into your lives. Chosen one, give this video a like. Subscribe if you haven't already, and become part of this movement of faith, hope, and unwavering belief. Your daughter's birth was not a random occurrence, a chance alignment of the stars. She wasn't born at a haphazard time, in a random place, or to parents chosen by accident. She is no mere accident of circumstance, but the living, breathing embodiment of an eternal design, a plan meticulously crafted by a loving creator. She was chosen, through you, for this very generation, to fulfill a purpose uniquely her own. She carries within her a fierce spirit, a purity of heart, a holiness that radiates from her very being. You've felt it, haven't you? You've witnessed it in her words, her unwavering endurance, the unconditional love she pours out without explanation or reservation. Perhaps the world, in its limited understanding, has misunderstood her, labeling her as too different, too intense, or overly sensitive. But they fail to perceive the divine spark that heaven has ignited within her. Her spirit is finely tuned to the frequency of eternity, allowing her to sense what remains hidden to others. As 1 Corinthians 2 verse 9 reminds us, no eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has conceived what God has prepared for those who love him. She is marked by heaven, branded with a seal of divine favor. That is why tomorrow will usher in such a profound shift, a spiritual turning point at her doorstep, with ripples that will inevitably reach you as well. A divine download is being placed in her soul, a recalibration that will awaken her true identity, illuminate her direction, and solidify her purpose. And you, chosen one, are not simply here to observe this transformation unfold. You are an integral part of it, the bridge God intentionally designed between what was and what will be. Your prayers, your heartfelt tears, your quiet sacrifices, none have been forgotten. None have been in vain. They are seeds sown in fertile ground. And today, those seeds are blossoming into the magnificent destiny God has lovingly written for her life. What is about to unfold is not a random series of events, but the very shift your soul has yearned for. Even during those dark seasons when your mind struggled to comprehend why the promise seemed delayed, just out of reach. Scripture assures us in Habakkuk 2 verse 3, "For the vision awaits an appointed time. Though it lingers, wait for it. It will certainly come and will not delay." That appointed time is now. The moment of fulfillment has arrived. There were days when you were consumed with worry for her. Nights when you questioned her safety. Moments when you felt utterly powerless as you watched her navigate battles you couldn't intervene in. The enemy sought to dim her radiant light, to silence her powerful voice, to distort the truth she carried within. And yet, every whispered prayer, every tear that fell in silent anguish, every heartfelt plea you thought went unheard, heaven gathered them all, treasuring them as precious gems. Psalm 56 verse 8 reassures us, "You keep track of all my sorrows. You have collected all my tears in your bottle. None of it was lost." Every word you lifted to God concerning her is alive, active, and working on her behalf right now. The timing had to align perfectly, not just for her benefit, but for yours as well. She is stepping through a door that is not open to everyone, because it is a divine invitation, a holy assignment reserved for the chosen few. And when her purpose awakens, it won't just be her life that experiences a profound transformation. It will impact your entire lineage, resonating through generations to come. Isaiah 61 verse 9 declares, "Their descendants will be known among the nations. All who see them will acknowledge that they are a people the Lord has blessed." This is far more significant than a single moment in time. It's a generational shift, a legacy of faith. And it all begins with your unwavering obedience, your choice to trust even when the path ahead remains shrouded in darkness. Signs will follow, confirmations that you are on the right track. You will notice her speaking with newfound conviction, her thoughts becoming sharper and more focused. A boldness will rise within her spirit, a courageous fire that cannot be quenched. Do not mistake this for rebellion or defiance. It is revelation, the unveiling of her true self. The veil is being lifted, and she is remembering who she truly is, the extraordinary person she was always meant to be. Just as Jeremiah 1 verse 5 proclaims, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart." And as she remembers, as she reconnects with her divine purpose, healing will accelerate, washing over her like a soothing balm. Peace will anchor her mind, providing a sanctuary from the storms of life. Dreams long buried will awaken, stirring within her like embers ready to burst into flame, and her innate authority will shine forth, illuminating her path. And you, chosen one, will witness with your own eyes the fulfillment of what you've quietly, fervently prayed for, the realization of your deepest hopes and dreams for her. To the world, tomorrow may seem like an ordinary day, indistinguishable from any other. But in the spirit realm, it is a holy shift, a momentous occasion that deserves to be acknowledged and celebrated. Do not take it lightly. Speak blessings over her life, surrounding her with your love and support. Even if she is geographically distant, even if you haven't spoken in months, your voice still carries immense power, capable of shaping her destiny. Proverbs 18 verse 21 reminds us, "The tongue has the power of life and death." Declare life over her, speaking words of encouragement, affirmation, and hope. Speak as heaven speaks, echoing the divine pronouncements of her worth and potential. Understand this. Some of the battles you've fought recently weren't even about you. The confusion, the heaviness, the spiritual warfare. It was the enemy attempting to thwart her before her time, to prevent her from stepping into her God-given destiny. But you stood your ground, refusing to yield to fear or doubt. You persevered in your belief, unwavering in your faith. And now, heaven is responding with a resounding answer. Your endurance has touched God's heart, and he is about to raise her up in such undeniable ways that every adversary, every critic, every doubter will be silenced in awe and wonder. Do not be surprised if intense emotions surface tonight, before the dawn of this new day. That is not a sign of weakness. It's your spirit sensing the weight of what is about to break forth, the magnitude of the blessing about to be unleashed. Psalm 30 verse 5 promises, "Weeping may stay for the night, but joy comes in the morning." There is glory in the tears you've shed, power in the moments of breaking, and an abundant reward in the divine alignment that is now taking place. You are not only a parent, but a spiritual protector, a guardian of her legacy, a gatekeeper of generations yet to come. And today, with heaven's authority on your side, you are walking her into her next season with a strength you didn't even know you possessed. Not because of your position or title, but because of the purity of your heart. God appointed you for this very moment. He chose you as the vessel through which she would enter this world, entrusting you with her care and guidance. And that is no accident, but a testament to his divine plan. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. Jeremiah 1 verse 5. And now, the very child who came through you is about to show the world why she was sent, the unique and extraordinary purpose she is destined to fulfill. A shift is upon you, and tomorrow it will break open, releasing its transformative power. Your obedience has set the wheels in motion, and heaven is aligning what earth has not yet seen, orchestrating events behind the scenes to pave the way for her success. Get ready, chosen one. Everything is about to change. The Spirit is already celebrating, rejoicing in the imminent arrival of this new season. Even if your eyes cannot yet perceive it, the atmosphere is alive with holy anticipation, buzzing with the energy of miracles about to unfold. Eye has not seen, nor ear heard, nor has entered into the heart of man the things which God has prepared for those who love him. 1 Corinthians 2 verse 9. At the very center of this divine movement is your daughter, the focus of heaven's unwavering attention. This is not mere poetry or fanciful exaggeration. It is a tangible reality, a truth that resonates with the very core of your being. She carries a promise, ancient and unshakable, something heaven has meticulously protected for generations, and is now finally allowing to blossom in its full glory. The world may underestimate her, and people may misunderstand her unique qualities. But heaven has never turned its gaze away from her, always watching over her with love and unwavering support. Tomorrow is more than just a new day on the calendar. It is the lifting of a veil, the breaking of chains that have held her captive, the release of something eternal into the world. She's not simply your child, but a carrier of covenant, a living testament to God's enduring faithfulness. Yes, life has attempted to bury her under layers of pain, confusion, rejection, and fear. But the seed of God cannot be extinguished. It is breaking through the soil with unstoppable force, not because she is flawless, but because she is chosen, because she is loved beyond measure. You did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you that you should go and bear fruit. John 15 verse 16. Her spirit is tuned to a frequency that awakens what others have forgotten within themselves, reminding them of their own inherent worth and potential. Which is why the enemy has relentlessly tried to silence her, to diminish her influence. He saw the glow within her before she did, recognizing the threat she posed to his dominion. But what he failed to calculate was you, your unwavering covering, your unshakable faith, your steadfast alignment with heaven. You held the line, chosen one, refusing to surrender to despair. And now, heaven is about to honor your faithfulness with a blessing that will overflow. You may see scars, remnants of battles she never asked for, wounds inflicted by a childhood that was too heavy for her young shoulders. But those scars are holy, etched with the mark of resilience. They are not a source of shame, but a testament to her endurance, a symbol of her unwavering spirit. And those very scars will soon become the keys that unlock healing in others, allowing her to minister to those who have suffered similar wounds. By his wounds we are healed. Isaiah 53 verse 5. And now, through hers, healing will flow, touching countless lives with its transformative power. She will not hide her scars. She will teach through them, rise through them, breathe new life through them. She is rising not only for herself, but for every daughter, every sister, every mother who has ever questioned their worth, who has ever felt inadequate or unseen. And she rises with your DNA in her bones, with your fire in her soul, with your wisdom guiding her path. This is not a small change, but a monumental shift, a historic moment in the making. Her choices now echo with heaven's counsel, guided by divine wisdom. She is awakening not with knowledge learned from the world, but with revelation poured forth from the Spirit. Watch for it. It may manifest in subtle ways, an unexpected boldness, a profound sense of peace that defies explanation, wisdom far beyond her years. Don't dismiss these as mere coincidences. They are confirmations, tangible signs that you are on the right track. Her soul is remembering the assignment she was destined to fulfill. The layers of fear, insecurity, and silence are peeling away, revealing the radiant truth beneath. This is why tomorrow matters so profoundly. It is the breaking of a hidden curse, the end of a silent bondage, the beginning of a new prophetic chapter in her life. And you are not merely a witness to this transformation. You are an active participant. The same prayers you whispered in secret are now manifesting in the open, bearing fruit for all to see. Those who sow with tears will reap with songs of joy. Psalm 126 verse 5. The fruit is appearing, tangible evidence of your unwavering faith. Even if she doesn't explicitly say it, her spirit knows that your covering has been her anchor, holding her steady through storms that no one else saw. And now, the seas are calming, not because the world has ceased to be chaotic, but because she is becoming stronger than the chaos, equipped to navigate any challenge that comes her way. Her gifts are about to unfold, revealing their brilliance to the world, gifts of spirit, of mind, of heart. They will emerge through divine encounters, insightful conversations, and vivid dreams. Be prepared, even if her path looks different than you imagined. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. Isaiah 55 verse 8. Don't fear the unfamiliar. Trust the unfolding of her unique journey. And yes, with awakening comes resistance, but pressure is merely proof of the promise that lies within her. Turbulence confirms takeoff, signaling that she is ascending to new heights. She is not fragile. She is forged in the fires of adversity. She is tested by fire, tempered by grace, and empowered by the divine. And the same Spirit that sustained you is now resting upon her, guiding her steps. Now, what once threatened to break you has now become the foundation upon which she builds her life, a testament to your strength and resilience. A new generation rises, and it rises swiftly, empowered by the Spirit of God. Tomorrow does not change because the earth suddenly bends to your will. It changes because her eyes will open, allowing her to see the world with newfound clarity. Because the divine covenant you carried has reached its appointed hour, signaling the moment of fulfillment. Because the veil has been torn away, and the moment has come for her to step out of the shadows and into her God-given light, illuminating the path for others to follow. As she steps forward, your own purpose will be renewed, revitalized by her success. This is the inheritance of faithfulness through generations, the reward for unwavering obedience. For the promise is for you and your children and for all who are far off. Acts 2 verse 39. The child you once covered in prayer now carries the flame, igniting the world with her passion and purpose. Do not let anyone diminish this sacred moment or explain it away as mere coincidence. If your spirit trembles as you hear these words, it is because eternity is pressing in, making its presence known. God did not simply give you a daughter. He gave you a living message, a mirror of His boundless grace, and a movement about to unfold. She is walking into rooms, opportunities, and revelations beyond your wildest imagination, stepping into a destiny far grander than you could have conceived. Not for her own personal glory, but for His divine purpose, to fulfill His plans for her life. You were born to lift her up, to support her journey, and she was born to shift things, to disrupt the status quo and usher in a new era. And now the appointed time has arrived. It may come like a gentle whisper or a deafening roar, but it will come, ushering in a season of transformation. Stay near to her in spirit, offering her your unwavering support and encouragement. Speak life over her daily, affirming her worth and potential. Remind her of her true identity when the world attempts to make her forget who she is. For because you said yes to God, she will now live in her own resounding yes, embracing the destiny He has laid out for her. These are the moments that defy explanation, transcending the realm of logic and reason. They are moments that can only be experienced, savored in their fullness. Tomorrow will be such a moment, a turning point that will forever alter the course of your lives. You will feel the change in your spirit before your mind can fully comprehend it, a subtle but unmistakable shift in the atmosphere. There will be a holy stillness, a gentle whisper that tells you something eternal has shifted, that the universe has been irrevocably altered. The world may appear the same on the surface, but for you and your daughter, nothing will ever be the same again. This is destiny aligning with divine schedule, the culmination of years of prayer and preparation. This is why you've been sensing something stirring within you, an anticipation of something extraordinary on the horizon. This is why this message is reaching you now, resonating with your spirit. She is stepping into a spiritual frequency that few ever touch, a realm of divine power and potential. And her life will never again appear ordinary, for she has been destined for greatness. The alignment of her soul, the breaking open of her purpose, the resurrection of her true voice, it is happening now, in the unseen place where faith does its greatest work, where miracles are born. For we walk by faith, not by sight. 2 Corinthians 5 verse 7. It is not about performance, applause, or recognition. It is about her becoming the woman God called her to be before the noise of the world attempted to rename her, to confine her to its limited expectations. She does not need the approval of the masses. She needs only your agreement, your unwavering belief in her potential. That is what anchors her, providing her with the strength to weather any storm. You are not called to fix her, nor to control her journey, but to see her, to recognize when her spirit touches new heights, even if no one else notices. Have you not seen glimpses already? The way her eyes carry a depth beyond her years, reflecting a wisdom that transcends earthly experience. The way her presence shifts the atmosphere of a room, filling it with light and warmth. The way compassion flows from her effortlessly, without being taught, a natural expression of her loving heart. These are not just admirable traits. They are divine markers, indicators of the extraordinary destiny that awaits her. Tomorrow does not simply mark an event, but the beginning of an unraveling, a dismantling of all that is false and limiting in her life. The unraveling of every false identity, every limiting belief, every chain that has ever tried to bind her to a destiny that is not her own. For too long, she may have worn roles never meant for her, identities shaped by fear, pain, or external pressure. But now, heaven gives her permission to walk away from those constraints, to embrace her true self without reservation. She is being reminded that she is more than her past, more than the opinions of others, more than her own self-doubts. And you, chosen one, are woven into this story because she carries not only your blood, but your prayers, your obedience, your unwavering endurance. Every moment you chose to rise instead of quit, you carved out space for her destiny to unfold, creating a pathway for her to reach her full potential. Every time you chose integrity over compromise, you planted seeds that are now breaking into bloom, bearing fruit in her life. Do not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Galatians 6 verse 9. And that proper time is here, the season of reaping the rewards of your faithfulness. There is a version of your daughter she has not yet met, a future self brimming with confidence and self-assurance, the one who knows her own authority, who walks in unwavering conviction, who no longer waits for permission but lives by revelation, guided by the still, small voice within. That version of her is healed, bold, unstoppable, radiating with the light of her true potential. And as she steps into that version of herself, the atmosphere around her must shift, aligning with her newfound identity. Old ties will dissolve, freeing her from relationships that no longer serve her. Fears will lose their grip, releasing her from the chains of anxiety and doubt. False identities will crumble, making way for the authentic self to emerge. This is not destruction, but holy construction, a divine rebuilding. God is rebuilding her from truth, not trauma, fortifying her with a foundation of unwavering faith. And within this rebuilding lies a mission far greater than herself, a purpose that will extend far beyond the confines of her own life. She will not only transform her own life, but she will become a lighthouse for others, guiding them through the storms of life with her unwavering light. Her voice will guide, offering wisdom and direction to those who are lost. Her story will heal, providing hope and encouragement to those who have been wounded. She was never meant to blend in, to conform to the expectations of the world. She was always destined to lead, to blaze a trail for others to follow. And you were always chosen to prepare her for this, to equip her with the tools she would need to fulfill her extraordinary purpose. Even in moments when you felt unqualified, like you were failing to meet her needs, the truth is you were faithful, present, and unwavering in your love. And faithful parents bear chosen children, those who are destined for greatness. It has never been about perfection, about achieving some unattainable standard of excellence. It has always been about presence, about holding the weight of responsibility even when your arms shook, about offering unwavering support even when you felt overwhelmed. And because of that faithfulness, the generational promise has found its fulfillment in her, manifesting in her life in tangible ways. It's about choosing love over fear, again and again, making a conscious decision to prioritize compassion and understanding over anxiety and doubt. That's what she carries from you, not just your bloodline, but your strength, your unwavering faith, your indomitable resilience. And now, as she steps into this divine elevation, your role is to stay spiritually awake, attuned to her needs and challenges. She may not always have the words to express what she's feeling, and she may fall silent, retreat into reflection, or seem distant at times. Do not fear. These are not signs of distress, but signs of expansion, evidence of God reshaping her spirit, molding her into the woman she was destined to be. Her soul is receiving something new, a divine download that is transforming her from the inside out. Her identity is being reordered by heaven, aligning with her true purpose. And you don't always need answers, solutions, or explanations. Sometimes your silent presence, your unwavering support, will speak louder than 1,000 sermons, providing her with the comfort and reassurance she needs. She will begin to walk differently, radiating a newfound confidence, grace, and purpose. Her choices will carry more weight, reflecting the wisdom she has gained. Her dreams may grow sharper, becoming more vivid and compelling. Her hunger for truth will intensify, driving her to seek a deeper understanding of herself and the world around her. And through it all, clarity will rise, illuminating her path and dispelling the darkness of confusion. The clarity you've prayed for, the guidance you've sought, will be made manifest in her life. As Proverbs 4 verse 18 says, "The path of the righteous is like the morning sun, shining ever brighter till the full light of day." But she will not be walking alone. She will be surrounded by divine protection and guidance. The same God who carried you through valleys is now carrying her, shielding her from harm. The same angels who guarded you in the midnight hour are now appointed to her journey, watching over her every step. This isn't just breakthrough. It's birthing, a rebirth of her truest self, the emergence of the woman she was always meant to be. And when the true self awakens, nothing stays the same, for it is a force to be reckoned with. Some around her will be drawn to the light, captivated by her authenticity and inspired by her courage. Others will resist it and fall away, unable to tolerate the radiance of her spirit. Let them go, for what's ahead requires purity of environment, a space free from negativity and doubt. No noise, no performance, only truth, peace, and divine alignment, creating a sanctuary where she can thrive. Yes, it may move you to tears as you witness the unfolding of this extraordinary transformation. After years of praying, worrying, and waiting, The shift has finally come, bringing with it a wave of relief and joy. Let yourself feel it, allowing the emotions to flow freely. Let yourself rejoice, celebrating the miracle that is happening before your very eyes. For what is unfolding is holy, a testament to the power of faith and the unwavering love of a mother. You are not losing her. You are seeing her emerge into the fullness of who God created her to be, embracing her true potential without reservation. The one who no longer hides, no longer shrinks, but breathes freely in her purpose, living life on her own terms. And as she rises, something in you will rise too, reigniting a spark within your own soul. Fresh joy will flood your heart, renewing your spirit. Renewed strength will surge through your veins, empowering you to embrace your own unique calling. A stirring in your spirit you haven't felt in years will awaken, reminding you of the dreams you once held dear. You will see that every delay, every detour, every tear was not wasted, but served a purpose in preparing her for this moment. It all led to this sacred moment, the culmination of years of unwavering faith. Galatians 6 verse 9 reminds us, "Let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we do not give up." And now, you are tasting that harvest with your own eyes, savoring the sweetness of victory. The living fruit of your love, the tangible proof of your prayers, is blossoming before you. This is legacy alive, the embodiment of a promise passed down through generations. This is heaven's answer to years of unseen faithfulness, a testament to the power of unwavering belief. Restoration, wholeness, and victory are all within reach, and they belong to both of you, a shared inheritance of blessings. As this new chapter unfolds, your very view of the past will shift, transforming your understanding of the events that have shaped your lives. What once felt random or cruel now begins to align with divine intention, revealing the hidden purpose behind every challenge. Romans 8 verse 28 declares, "We know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." And now the patterns reveal themselves, illuminating the divine plan that has been unfolding all along. What you thought were detours were always designs of destiny, purposeful redirections that led you to this very moment. Understand this, her emergence is inextricably tied to yours, woven together in a tapestry of shared purpose. Her transformation is not an isolated event. It is intimately connected to your own calling, resonating with your own journey of self-discovery. This was never just about her becoming. It was always about both of you evolving, growing into the people you were destined to be. Even the memories of struggle, the long nights of silence, the moments that felt like failure, these were not fractures, but holy stretching, expanding your capacity for love and compassion. The tension that had to form between two powerful spirits in one story, carrying unique assignments, strengthened your bond and prepared you for the journey ahead. Some breakthroughs had to wait for the right season, patiently waiting for the appointed time. Some seeds had to grow in the dark, nurtured by faith and hope, before blossoming in the light, revealing their full potential. But now the appointed time has come. The moment of manifestation is at hand. Isaiah 60 verse 1 proclaims, "Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you." Your daughter is stepping into her light, embracing her true self without reservation, and her radiance will illuminate the world. She is stepping into her light, not through shame or fear, but through purpose, driven by a passion to make a difference. And when someone begins to see themselves the way heaven sees them, they become unstoppable, a force of nature driven by divine purpose. Doors that once slammed shut will now swing open, welcoming her with open arms. Rooms that once overlooked her will shift when she enters, recognizing her inherent worth. Hearts that once dismissed her will be pierced by her presence, moved by her authenticity and compassion. This is spiritual momentum, an unstoppable force that cannot be reversed. Yes, you may feel awe witnessing her extraordinary transformation. You may even feel a bittersweet ache as you watch her grow beyond what you can hold, expanding into a sphere of influence that surpasses your own. That is natural. That is the essence of unconditional love, the willingness to let go and allow your child to soar. But do not mistake it as loss, For you are not losing connection, but expanding it, evolving into a new phase of your relationship. You are stepping into a new covenant of the Spirit, a partnership built on mutual respect and understanding. This is no longer just about guidance, but about wisdom, about sharing your life experiences and offering your insights to guide her journey. She may not need your hand in the same way, but she will need your voice, your prayers, and your unwavering faith more than ever. You are not her past. You are her foundation, the solid ground upon which she builds her life. And every step she takes carries your strength with it, a testament to the love and support you have provided. As Proverbs 22 verse 6 reminds us, train up a child in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it. Some of her choices may surprise you, challenging your preconceived notions. Others will confirm what you already knew deep in your spirit, validating your unwavering faith in her potential. Stay open, willing to embrace the unexpected twists and turns of her journey. Trust the process, knowing that God is guiding her every step of the way. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 11 says, "He has made everything beautiful in its time," assuring you that everything will unfold according to his perfect plan. You don't have to micromanage her journey, attempting to control every aspect of her life. Your role is to speak life into it, to offer encouragement, inspiration, and unwavering belief. To be her mirror when she forgets who she is, reflecting back to her the radiant truth that shines within. Her reminder when the world tries to blur her identity, distorting her sense of self. Through her, a generational calling is being unlocked, releasing a wave of potential that will impact countless lives. She is not just being elevated for herself, but she's carrying a mantle for those who will come after, paving the way for future generations. Isaiah 61 verse 1 declares, "The Spirit of the Lord God is upon me because the Lord has anointed me to bring good news to the poor. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted." Her life will be that testimony, a living example of God's transformative power. People will find healing through her story, finding solace in her struggles and inspiration in her triumphs. They will find direction through her voice, gaining clarity and guidance from her wisdom. She will be a lighthouse to the wandering, a safe space for the misunderstood, an answer to silent prayers, offering hope and comfort to those who are lost. And this didn't happen in isolation. It flows from your faithfulness, from your unwavering commitment to her well-being. You've carried burdens in silence, enduring hardships that no one else witnessed. You stayed standing when you had every reason to fall, refusing to surrender to despair. You wrestled with doubt in the dark of night, battling the voices that told you to give up. And now Galatians 6 verse 9 comes alive, resonating with the reality of your life. Let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up. The harvest is here, abundant and overflowing. What drained you is being restored with joy, replenishing your spirit with renewed energy. What you bore alone is now multiplied, amplified by the collective strength of those who support you. This isn't just her breakthrough. It is your harvest, the culmination of years of sacrifice and unwavering faith. Maybe you didn't have every resource at your disposal, lacking the material comforts that others took for granted. Maybe you lack support, feeling isolated in your struggles. But you had something far more valuable, something that could not be taken away. The heart holds immense power, and the heavens perpetually honor its desires. That's precisely why she will step into realms you never accessed, ascend to platforms your generation only dreamt of reaching. Not because of any failing on your part, but because you meticulously prepared the soil, nurturing it so she could plant roots that delve even deeper. You formed the bedrock, the foundation upon which she constructs her future. As she soars, a lightness will envelop you, an easing of burdens you've carried for so long. The crushing exhaustion will dissipate, the relentless pressure will subside, because when the Almighty severs a generational chain, the liberation resonates far beyond a single soul. Laughter will once again fill your days. Dormant dreams will reawaken within you. Parts of yourself, long buried beneath the weight of survival, will be resurrected, bursting forth with vibrant life. Psalm 126 verse 5 reminds us, Those who sow in tears shall reap with shouts of joy. That very joy is now breaking upon the horizon, swiftly approaching you. This is the profound strength inherent in legacy, not merely witnessing another's triumph, but experiencing a profound restoration within yourself throughout the journey. There will be instances when she unlocks the chambers of her heart, sharing vulnerabilities she has never dared to reveal before. Times when she confesses her deepest fears, lays bare her lingering doubts, or exposes the raw edges of her pain. Do not be alarmed by these moments. They are not signs of regression or breakdown, but rather powerful breakthroughs, the shattering of old limitations. She is not crumbling. She is releasing, setting free the burdens she has carried for far too long. And your unwavering presence during these sacred unveilings will hold a significance far exceeding your comprehension. You might find yourself questioning whether you missed your chance, wondering if you could have charted a different course. But hear this truth: it is never too late. Philippians 1 verse 6 assures us, "He who began a good work in you will bring it to completion at the day of Jesus Christ." Your love remains a potent force, an active and vital energy in her life. Your words are still needed, carrying weight and wisdom. Your time is still sacred, imbued with purpose and meaning. Nothing, absolutely nothing, has been squandered. God is expertly weaving every experience, every moment, into a magnificent tapestry of purpose. So, release the need to control, to hold everything together with sheer force of will. Surrender to God. Allow Him to carry both of you through this transformative time. You have sown seeds of unwavering faith. Now, prepare to witness a harvest that will touch you both in ways too profound for words to capture. This is not merely an improved season. It is a divine one, orchestrated by a higher power. Few experiences can rival the sheer power of witnessing a beloved one step fully into their destiny. And when that someone is your daughter, the experience transcends the limitations of language, becoming almost indescribable. You have been carrying more than the weight of parental responsibility. You have borne the spiritual burdens of generations past. And now, in this hallowed moment, that weight is being exchanged for an effervescent joy, for unstoppable momentum, for profound revelation, and for an enduring legacy. Yes, there were undoubtedly days when you felt as though you had failed her, days when fierce storms robbed you of your strength and resolve. Days when the insidious enemy whispered poisonous lies, convincing you that you were inadequate. But heaven witnessed you persevering, showing up despite the immense challenges. And that unwavering dedication, that refusal to surrender, is what made you extraordinary. That is precisely why she is poised to become a beacon of hope, a living testament not only to you but to every doubter, every skeptic, every voice that dared to utter that she couldn't. The very soil of criticism, the barren ground of negativity, will serve as fertile nourishment for her blossoming testimony. She will rise not to prove anything to others or to seek their validation, but solely to honor God's calling on her life, to fulfill the divine purpose He has woven into her very being. This season is not about chasing fleeting approval or seeking external validation. It is about the fulfillment of prophecy, the manifestation of a destiny foretold. And soon you will perceive the subtle yet undeniable shift. Her voice will resonate with a newfound authority, a conviction born of deep faith. Her presence will radiate differently, imbued with an inner light. It will be as if the world is finally catching up to the divine spark that God planted within her long ago. As Matthew 5 verse 14 declares, "You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden." She will embody that light, a guiding star for the lost, a safe haven for the rejected, a powerful voice for the silenced and marginalized. This is no mere coincidence. It is divine timing, orchestrated with precision and purpose. It arrives now because both of you are ready, prepared to embrace the fullness of what is to come. You have patiently endured the waiting, navigated the deafening silence, and persevered through the confusing uncertainties. You remained steadfastly faithful, clinging to hope even when it seemed distant. And now, the reward is at hand. A profound restoration that heals the wounds of the past while simultaneously propelling you forward. a legacy that breathes new life into generations, a testament to the enduring power of faith and love. This is holy ground, a sacred space ordained by a higher power, and you were always meant to stand upon it, to claim it as your own.